Okay, can you hear me? All right, if you can hear me, do a thumbs up.
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me?
Here we go.
Okay. All right. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not a lot. I'm gonna move this down here. If I put that there, can you still hear me okay?
Yep.
Awesome.
I got I didn't think about it. I have the laptop, the HDMI hooked up to to my TV, to your TV.
Well, probably my TV. I don't know. We're in
And
the future. We're in the future. Anything's possible.
I got it hooked up to a little TV, so there's two screens.
Oh,
So I can't hear you unless I turn the TV on and put it on that screen, and then I got a separate speaker that I got to turn on too. I didn't think about all that. And then I still couldn't hear you because I got to press join audio.
yes.
Yeah.
That was the important part. Was that part?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just kind of free. I call this free balling it. I'm free balling this whole thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go as I go along. Actually, this might be the start of the vlog here right now. So this is probably gonna be the beginning of you telling me your weird ass complicated computer system you got.
That's
But most
fine.
people just open up a laptop and then they turn a camera on and then it just works.
And that's it. Yeah.
On 3 speakers on. You got to go like next door and turn off like their oven, and then okay, now we can connect.
I mean, in all fairness, has anything ever been simple with me?
No, that's true. So, hey, I'm kind of inspired by you from last night, and
cool.
I wrote a song about about all this stuff that's happening right now. You want to hear it?
Yes, definitely.
All right. I got my trusty guitar here. I bet you didn't know I had this little sticky guitar.
Nice.
I've had it for about 10 years now. So it's a little hard to get on camera. So if I do that, maybe.
Don't mind me. I just banged my hand on the table for no reason.
Okay, it's not a very long song. It's actually just the chorus of a song, so it's gonna go by pretty quick. All right, so pay attention. All right. Ready?
All ready.
Here we go. Lockdown, go ahead, give to us. Lockdown, it's gonna last a month. Lockdown, oh, we can't leave. Lockdown, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Okay, all right.
And so on. That's how it goes.
I could hear it in my head too.
That was my little lockdown song for everybody. Hope
I
everyone
could hear the
that.
guitar as you were playing it. I could hear the dee.
I call that the power of suggestion.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna hang out with my rocking guitar as we do this. So actually, it's kind of funny I'm talking to you today. I got a funny story for you. So I talked to my dad this morning, and I find out he listens to the podcast. So he was telling me, yeah, I like I like the podcast. It's really funny. You guys are doing awesome. Then he tells me, he makes a correction of something that I said. I don't remember what episode I said it in. But I know it was in reference to, I don't know if it was in reference to either me going to Catholic school or the fact that I got my sex education at a Catholic school. I remember I talked about those two things at some point. But I said in that episode that I went to Catholic school for 4 years. 2 of them was middle school, 2 of them was high school. And then I didn't finish high school Catholic school because I got taken out because my grades were bad. And so I got sent to a public school. Well, my dad told me that that's not true at all. My dad didn't take me out of the Catholic school because my grades were bad. He took me out because of a drug problem. So I don't know if you knew this, but our high school had a major drug problem back in the 90s. Apparently so bad that A, they only told the parents about it, and B, they didn't tell any of the students about it because I had no fucking clue this was happening at all. And I did not detect that at all. I don't know if you were aware of it because you went there all 4 years.
Well, I mean, I'm aware that there was at least one person in our class that got kicked out freshman year.
Okay.
Because of drugs. And they found it in his locker and stuff. And then he was gone. And
well, I don't know if that was the one time or what it was, but apparently it was so bad that like both my mom and my dad were like, we're gonna have to take him out of there. We'll have to send him to Clark. So apparently that's how bad it was. But I was laughing my ass off because I thought this entire time it was because my grades were bad. Like I literally thought it was like my dad was just frustrated with me, and he's like, "If you're just gonna get a bunch of Fs, I'm not even gonna pay for the school anymore. Just go to a public school." And that wasn't even the case at all.
Wow.
I just thought that was hilarious. I was like, all right. I do remember sophomore year, I think, they banned thermoses. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
They wouldn't let us bring thermoses because some kids, I guess the seniors, were hiding alcohol in them.
That sounds familiar now, yeah. And
so we couldn't bring thermoses from home. So my mom was mad because she used to make my lunches every day, and she used to put like, I don't remember what, like orange juice or something into a thermos. But then I told her like, hey, I got a notice that I can't bring a thermos to school anymore because these kids are putting alcohol in fucking thermoses. And she was mad. She was like, I can't believe a couple of stupid kids put alcohol, and now I'm going to ruin it. And so she had to give me money every day so I can get a drink because that was the only way I can get a drink if I bought it from, like, the pop machine or, like, you had to go through the line and get, like, an apple juice or something. And I just thought that was hilarious. A drug problem. I moved schools because of a drug problem. Just think. I would have been there all 4 years if whoever that kid is didn't get kicked out for a drug problem.
Wow.
I thought that was just hilarious.
I know at least 2 other people that were, well, one for sure was selling them, and another one for sure was on them, but maybe selling them too. But they never got caught. They were there all 4 years. I'm not just because there's this, I don't want to name any names on this.
Okay, that's fair.
And one other guy too. I remember. I don't know if you remember this guy. He looked like he was like, he looked like he was our age now.
Okay. Wait.
Wait.
Wait, he looked like he was our age, but now? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, he looked like our age now, but he was like a year ahead of us. And I had him like in summer school classes.
Mm.
And the more I think about it and look back, I wonder if he was even a student, if he was like a...
Was it like an undercover cop or something?
Like when
could be. There was a drug problem going on in that school. It very well could be.
Because one time he came up to me and he showed me something, and at the time I didn't know. He said it was marijuana, and it looked like it. At the time I had never seen it before. He's like, hey, you want some of this? I'm like, no, I don't do stuff like that.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that totally was an undercover cop. He was trying to bust you. You did the right thing.
21 Jump Street.
That was the plot. So you did a good thing. You could have been in jail.
Because he was only there a short while too. Like I had him in a bunch of summer school classes, and then he was just disappeared.
That was totally an undercover cop that went to that school. Holy shit, that is amazing. Wow, that's awesome.
Oh man.
So how are you holding up during all this whole weird times we're in right now? Like this whole can't leave the house. Well, you never really left the house anyway because you either didn't have a car.
Well, that part, ain't bothering me because I actually am a homebody, you know. But the idea of what's going on is bothering me. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's frustrating aspects to it that are definitely getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
As far as staying in, I'm cool.
I'm only just mad that, like, stuff that we were going to go to got canceled. Because we were going to go to a concert, like, on March 25th, and that got canceled.
Yeah. And
that was, like, one of the first things that got canceled because it was, like, early March when everything was starting to happen. Yeah. I remember we were like, oh, please, let this end by March 25th. And then, like, the next week, they were like, nope, we're canceling the concert. And we're like,
who are you going to see?
Where you can go, you know, whenever they do a new date, we can go see it. But still, it's like, damn.
Who was it?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we really like her music. So she was coming to Indianapolis, and we were like, fuck yeah, let's go see her. So, and then we were going to go to St. Louis for a Pokemon Go thing. That got canceled.
I was going to ask you that next.
Yeah. So, no, actually, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, the summer event they always have, I think they're going to cancel that and do like a home version. Because they keep sending updates like, you know, we're canceling all the events we had planned. The one that we have like in the summer, we're probably going to do a thing where you're at home. You probably still got to buy a ticket for it, but you can do stuff at home, which is fine actually, as long as it's like the same spawns and stuff or whatever. So
right. What about your the Gen Con thing?
That we're all very nervous about because it's in August, and so we're hoping this is gonna blow over by then. But stuff was supposed to happen like in July, and they canceled that. So it's like, I really hope not, because I look forward to that every single year, and I hope they don't cancel it. I really hope not, because I really do look forward to that. I get why they would have to. I'm not going to be selfish and be mad about it, but I really hope this blows over by then. And
me too.
We get to go. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, so here's a question. So we're all home now, really not doing much of anything, so everyone's just watching movies. Have you watched anything interesting lately? I know you got a kid with you, but I don't know. Sometimes you might get away with the kid, and if she goes to bed or whatever, you can.
You see the stinky foot? Get that stinky foot out of here. Let's see. I rewatched Russian Doll.
Oh, that's a good show. Oh, I love that show. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait for season 2 to come out. That's really good.
I think not long after I watched it the first time. I think not long after I watched it the first time, I saw you put on Facebook that you were watching it, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then just recently, it might have been right before this started, actually, because I've been out of work a whole month and a half before this started.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I watched it all the way through a second time.
Did you pick up on stuff the second time around that you missed the first time? or was it just like the same stuff?
I think I might have a little bit, yeah.
Because like that's not like a super complex show. I don't think like it's pretty straightforward. And you know, I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it's not like like Lost. You know, there's like stuff hidden in the background with like clues, but it's like a pretty straightforward story. But like now that like what's gonna happen, like in the last episode, for example, when I don't want to spoil it, but when the two people, you know what I'm talking about? I like you always like I wonder like
the two separate.
Yeah. So, like, did you notice anything, like, when you watched it again, knowing that's going to happen? Like, did you notice anything different? Was it like, oh, that's why that happened or whatever?
Not really, no.
Okay, I don't know. I was just curious. Like I said, it's a very straightforward show, so.
I think it was more deep to me the second time. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I feel like, I looked more into it the second time watching it.
Okay. Yeah, I actually watched, like, I think we watched that whole season, like, in one go, because it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's only, like, 6 episodes, and they're, like, 30 minutes long, 45 minutes long?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't very long. There wasn't a lot of them. But, yeah, I can't wait for season 2 of that to come out, whenever that the fuck may happen.
Yeah, the only thing I'm kind of nervous that it's gonna pull like American Horror Story, which I love, but when they first like came out with the second season, it annoyed me that it was a whole new. But then that became the thing. It was a whole new different.
Oh yeah, I mean that was at the start of that was going to be the thing. So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, like, I was hoping it was going to continue with them same characters in the house. And
no.
But for a little while, that annoyed me. Like,
But supposedly, like, other seasons makes reference to that first season. Like, somebody said, like, they stayed at that house one time, or I can't remember what it was, but there's some connection there, so.
Which is weird because a lot of them take place so separate apart, like years apart.
I want to say it was the season where they had the witches. I think it was that one. I think they did like a thing where they were in LA and they mentioned the house. I can't remember if that's correct or not. But
I heard did they bring back the witches yet? Because I heard they were supposed to bring them back.
They might have. I think they showed up in. I stopped watching it. I think I stopped watching it after the witch season, actually, because I tried to watch Hotel and I just couldn't get into it. But they did one called Apocalypse, where it was about the end of the world, and I think they show up in that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to get into that show, but like I don't know. Like the last season they did. It was basically Friday the 13th. It was kind of Friday the 13th-ish. But I don't know. The writing it's just not good for me. I don't know. I think they ruined a good opportunity. Like you know what it is? They kind of take it too seriously. And if it was more like fun and loose, I think I would enjoy it. But it feels too rigid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just can't get into it. But that's just me.
I like the Freak Show one a lot.
I missed that one for some reason. That was an early one.
Actually, I like the witches too.
I watched the first 2, and then I missed Freak Show, which was 3, I think. And then we did the witch one, which I think was 4. And then we started Hotel, couldn't finish Hotel. And then we started the one called Cults, which is about like Donald Trump becoming president. I don't know if that became a whole season. It was hilarious. But I still couldn't get into it. And then I watched the first couple episodes of each season, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is why I can't watch the show. I just been catching up on movies. I've been watching like the first I did a full rewatch of North by Northwest. and that was a movie that my mom loved. Like she loved that movie, and it would be one of the ones that would be on when I go visit her. And I would always catch it at various parts of the movie, but I'd never seen the whole thing from beginning to end. Okay. So I was like, you know what? I have this like Alfred Hitchcock collection DVD. I'm just gonna watch it because I've been wanting, you know, and it's actually a really damn good movie.
Yeah, I watched it years ago, but I don't remember it. But I remember loving it at the time.
You know the scene with the airplane? That's the famous scene from that movie?
Yeah.
That takes place in Indiana. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
So there's a part where he goes to Chicago. He's in New York, and then he ends up taking a train to Chicago. And then he's supposed to meet this like guy to figure out what's going on. And so the girl he's with is like, oh, you got to take this bus to Indianapolis, and you're going to meet this guy, and then he's going to explain it all to you. But then end up being like some city just outside of Indianapolis. So he gets off the bus, and it's just like flat land of like nothing, which is basically Indiana surrounding. Everything around Indianapolis is just nothingness. So it was pretty accurate. And then the plane scene happens, and I'm like, holy shit, I had no idea that was Indianapolis. I thought it was like Montana or something.
Oh, wow.
Because he's always running through like a cornfield and stuff. It never dawned on me that it was supposed to be Indiana. And then, wow. then he gets the plane thing, and then he goes to Indianapolis and makes a phone call, and he's like, yeah, so someone tried to kill me. Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I had no idea. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's so cool. Unfortunately, it was not the same with Alfred Hitchcock in it, so I can't say Alfred Hitchcock was in it.
You know,
but what else have I been watching? I can't remember. Just watching. We did that Tiger King documentary.
I keep hearing about that, but I haven't seen it at all.
It's really, really weird. In fact, we can do a Jason Ruins thing here. You ready?
Uh-oh.
So, the main guy in Tiger King goes to prison at the end. I ruined Tiger King for you. Yeah, he goes to prison.
Jason Soda.
Oh, and then the girl, Carol Baskin, she actually did murder her husband. Yeah. Oh, and then they dig up the body of the husband, and then they're like, look, this is the body of the husband. And it's like, oh my God, we found the body of the husband. Oh, and then she takes off her mask, and she ends up being a tiger. And it's actually a tiger who did it. It was amazing. Man.
Stop. Why you gotta ruin it, Jason? Jason ruined Tiger King.
But in all seriousness, it's a really crazy documentary series.
All right.
Yeah, there's not a single normal person in that documentary. Like normally stuff like that, there's like one person who's kind of like the voice of reason, and like no, every single person that's featured is just nuts. There's just
so
something.
It's not actors. It's actual.
No, it's a documentary about this guy.
People.
It's actual. All this stuff actually happened.
Oh wow! I thought it was like a true story, but like a reenactment. So
no. It's a documentary. It's like any other like Netflix documentary that's out there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts. These people are friggin' weird. I don't know.
Actually, along those same lines, since we're on documentary subject, I finally got around to watching a lot of I think when I watch stuff, I'll fall asleep, and then I'll wake up, and it's like several episodes later. So then I start watching from the beginning again. So I think I still miss certain episodes and certain stuff, but I watched most of what is it? Making a Murderer.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because everyone kept talking about it a long time ago, and
that's a real good one.
That is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on the first season or second season?
I think I missed certain episodes in both seasons, but I went all the way through. So I need to go back and
I'm not sure how you did that.
like I said, I'll start watching and I'll get real into it. I'll watch like 3 episodes in a row and then I'll fall asleep and I'll wake up and it's still playing. I'll be like,
okay, you fell asleep. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, how did you do that? Okay, you fell asleep. I got you.
Instead of rewinding it, I'll just keep watching it. Yeah.
Okay, so you really were confused then because there's stuff that like is very continuous. Like, you know, it's not like they jump around themselves. So, but that's cool. Yeah, I remember watching that and just being so mad because it was like they're clearly framing this guy. Like, I don't know if you believe, like, that the filmmakers are setting this up or not, but, like, I really feel like the cops were setting up this guy to take the fall for this murder. Because I really believe him when he says he didn't do it. And the way they coerced the teenager, I don't know if you got to that point or not, but they almost forced that teenager to, like, confess.
Yeah, that you could tell they were, yeah.
So, it just, like, pisses you off.
But at the same time, I don't know how to put this. I feel like they were framed, both of them.
Yeah.
But I also don't feel like they're innocent people by any means, either one of them.
Well,
I feel like they've done their share of things, but the things they're getting put away for is not what they did.
I know they said that. I know they said the main guy, Steve, like he did some minor things. Like I can't remember like what they are right now because the murder is like the main thing everyone's focusing on. But I know like when he was a kid, he got in trouble for some stuff. But like none of it was like for murder. Well, no, it was. Well, okay. The first time he went to prison, they said he murdered somebody. And then that ended up not being true. So then they framed him for a second murder, and then this one's sticking for some reason.
No, that first one was just a sexual assault.
I thought she was murdered.
No, that was.
It's been a little bit since I've seen the first one.
That was the one he did the 15 years.
Yeah.
Time? Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, that was just, not just.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't murder.
Right.
Okay, I thought he murdered someone too. Okay. Well, still.
But they mentioned that, like, and I never heard, well, they didn't, he was not there when they were saying these things, so I didn't hear him deny it or anything, but they were saying that he definitely, prior to all that, he had a history like where he abused women that he dated, and That's why I said I don't think he's a completely innocent person. I think they said he did say that he threw a dog in a fire pit or something.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember something about that.
And he said, I was hanging out with the wrong kind of crowd.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's why I said I think he's innocent of what he's being punished for, but I don't think he's a completely like good guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean,
but that don't mean he deserves it still either.
Yeah, like you're being framed for murder for crying out loud. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
like he's being framed for jaywalking. Like,
right.
Like I didn't jaywalk, but we totally saw you jaywalking. You're going to prison for life, buddy.
And he did say he went to jail for the thing with the dog, and he said he admitted to it, and he didn't deny it. And
all right, I kind of remember that. Time and said that.
So that is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I do remember. Okay, I kind of remember all that now. We just watched season 2 not that long ago, so I'm that's more fresh in my mind than the first season. But so we're doing this, and this is just reminding me of all these like talk. Have you been seeing all these talk shows now where they're doing the same thing we're doing?
Like Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Conan, they're all Yeah.
Have you seen any of those episodes where they do that?
Yeah, I did. I was expecting them to still be in the studio just without an audience. I didn't expect them to be filming at their house.
Yeah, well, like the first day where they were like kind of quarantining everyone, they were in their studio. But then I think they felt like they were putting the camera people and the directors and all that at risk. So they had to do it at home. So that was where actually Zoom, like, I swear somebody had like stock in Zoom, because this just like blew up out of nowhere. I had never heard of this program until all of this happened. And apparently it's been around for years.
I've heard of it before, but I never heard of it like being a big deal or anything.
Yeah, now everyone's using it.
Skype is what you always hear about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know if you've been watching any of those shows, but like one of the things about, you know, those shows is they have their family like come in and interrupt them.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Like Jimmy Fallon's, like all of his kids just like constantly like are bothering him. He's trying to do like a show, and he's like interviewing like, I don't know, Lady Gaga or someone, and then like a kid just start jumping on his face or whatever.
Is that this reminded you of that?
Kind of, yeah. But I did say it was okay, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it.
I got another question along those lines.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the new thing that what's his name's doing? Norm Macdonald?
No.
Okay, he started a show like just in the past few weeks called Quarantine with Norm Macdonald.
Okay.
He sits on his couch, he holds his cell phone up, and he calls his famous friends.
Okay.
And he does an interview.
Huh.
Like there's one where he calls Chevy Chase, and then there's one where he called Roseanne, and
wow.
It's pretty interesting. And like when he calls them, like he didn't warn them ahead of time. He just calls them.
He just
like,
calls.
hey. Yeah.
That's somehow even funnier.
You want to be on my show? You're on it right now.
I can just totally picture him doing that too. Like, hey, Chevy, you want to do my show? You're on it right now.
It's basically what it is. And I guess he said like people, like critics are like giving it praises and stuff, and he's got like a bunch of views.
Yeah, there's all these like other like I've seen other people like spawn shows because of this. Like I don't even know who John Krasinski is. He was Jim on The Office.
Which one was Jim?
The guy that made jokes all the time, was pulling pranks, and had the hair kind of like this, and he kept looking at the camera like that guy.
I think I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Okay, well, he started a YouTube show called, what was it? Oh, called Some Good News, and he kind of does the same thing, actually. He calls, like, people from The Office, like Steve Carell and everyone, and, like, has them on.
Oh,
like,
cool.
There's all these, like spawns of TV shows and web shows because everyone's just locked in their house. And it's like, well, I know a famous person. Let me call them. Because they're home. They ain't doing anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But,
you know, I sent Norm a message on Messenger.
Oh.
So don't be surprised. I said, hey, I don't know if you'd be willing to interview a regular person, but if you are, let me know, and I'll give you my phone number.
Well, cool. Let me know if that happens. That's really cool. That would be awesome.
The first person I call.
That would be cool if he did that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of being interrupted, somebody's interrupting me now.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's Koki.
Hey, it kind of sucks being in quarantine with this guy. Can I come live with you?
Well, you'll have to find a way out here. I'll have to send you a mask.
You know, Koki, you're supposed to. You can't go to other people's houses right now. We're all supposed to stay home together. You can't go to strangers' houses because, for all you know, he has the coronavirus. He's gonna get you sick. Is that what you want?
I've known Koki for years. He's not a stranger.
Well, I mean, you could have it for all I know, and you could getting me sick. Cough, cough. Oh no, I possibly have it. I'm gonna go bathe in Listerine now.
Say hi to Koki.
Hi.
There.
Come over here so he can see you. Say hi, Koki.
Hi.
Oh, is that a little girl? When did you get a little girl? I didn't think I was out of the loop that much.
Yeah, you've been out a while. It's been 3 years.
Wow. Okay. Well, I hope she knows I'm not a kid's entertainer, so I'm not gonna be like blowing up balloons or anything.
Yeah, you got to watch your language, because I know you don't know. Watch what you're saying, Koki.
All right, we're yeah. Just in case he says something, we'll take the camera. Always being interrupted.
Hey.
So how's your parents doing during all this? I know they have like health issues, and that that's probably a little worrisome. Are they doing okay?
Yeah. At first, like, I was going over there a lot, and but then I've had a sore throat for like the past week.
Oh, really?
So, but I have no other kind of. Actually, should probably edit that out of this. I don't want people thinking. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, no, you can still get colds and stuff and not have coronavirus.
But I don't want nobody thinking automatically I do because I said that on here,
No, we're going to make it clear.
Yeah. That's the only symptom I'm having right now. So for over
people
a week.
Are still getting regular colds and regular allergies, and they're perfectly fine. So it's okay.
But just to play it safe, because of that, they haven't been, coming over as often.
I mean, that's probably a good idea.
Although they're supposed to stop by here today.
Oh, okay.
Come see Abby. But for the most part, yeah, we've been talking, but not as much, not.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they're doing good. That's cool.
Yeah. How's Felicia?
She's okay actually. She. Oh, you want to hear something freaky? Right before this happened, she was sick. Because she, back in February, she had to fly to Houston for her job. And when she came back, she got a cold.
Okay.
And so I'm like, that happens. You're on a plane, you're going to get sick. But, like, she normally doesn't get sick. And so she was really sick. Like, she had, like, a cold and everything, and it was really bad. And I got really nervous. I'm like, no, it just better not be coronavirus. I'm Googling, like what are the full symptoms of coronavirus? And she only had, like, the cough and the fever, but she didn't have the breathing. That's the main part of the coronavirus, is the breathing issues. If you have a hard time breathing, that's, like, a clear-cut sign of it. So I was like, whew, okay. And she got better after, like, 2 days. And then she was fine ever since. But I was a little worried there for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like, what? But no, she's doing fine. Thankfully, she works in a place that's not, like, a lot of people. She only works with, like, 4 or 5 other people, and she don't deal with the public. But here's the thing. I deal with the public. So, but they have deemed us essential. So the upside that I'm looking at this is, even though it kind of sucks money-wise, I'm only there like 2 days a week. But that also means I get to be home for 5 days a week and not do anything else. So I think as long as I just stay home, don't interact with a lot of people, and then the time that I do interact with people, I do practice the social distancing thing. I stay as far away from people as I can. I'm constantly washing my hands. I'm constantly sanitizing my hands. it's gotten to the like some people at work are just now wearing the masks like the whole time now, and I'm trying not to get to that point because I hate wearing those things. Because I don't know, as you know, when you wear something over your face and you have glasses, you just can't see it. Like you just steam up your glasses, so it sucks.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying not to do that as much as I can. But I'm like, well, I'm only there for a few hours a day, you know, the 2 days a week, and then I'm at home. I'm literally at home like every other time. The only thing I do is I go out for walks now. That's kind of like my way of getting out of the house every day. Is I just walk like down. They put this. Oh, you watched my video. They put that walking trail by my house now. So I've just been walking that same path that I've walked in that video. I've been walking that same path every single day.
Oh, cool.
And, yeah, and I just come back home, and then that's it. I'm home the rest of the day. I have no plans of going out. I ordered DoorDash, and the DoorDash has a thing where they put the food at the door instead of, you know, meeting you. So, like, whatever. I'm definitely quarantined myself. So, yeah, we're good here.
That's good.
So, yeah.
How's Jenny?
She is another essential employee, and she's doing good. I think she said that they limited the number of 911 dispatchers in her workspace, so it's only like her and like 4 other people. I think that's what she said. And her boyfriend's a mailman, so of course he's an essential employee as well.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
But I feel like that's an okay thing because you're by yourself and you deliver mail.
Yeah.
So unless, you know, you're having to knock on doors and talk to people, you should be fine. So far everyone's good.
Hopefully, I hate to say this, but hopefully this is wrong, but I saw an article saying they might be closing the post office by like June or something.
Yeah,
hopefully
I don't know if they're gonna do that. That seems kind of hasty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a federal thing, you know, like that's like closing a federal government bill. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a real official article or just like one of them fake news things.
Well,
like,
if I can say this, and don't get mad at me, you do post a lot of fake news things. I just don't say anything. I don't say anything. I'm like, whatever. But it's like a lot of. Well, okay. The reason why it's fake is because you get it from these websites that's called like iboing.com or something. And it's like, well, that's clearly like a fake website. Like anyone can make a website with called anything and put whatever they want. Like I can make one right now and say, oh, Donald Trump's toupee flew off his head or something, and everyone would be like, oh my God, did you hear Donald Trump's toupee fall off his head? Look at this website, iboing.com. They clearly have these inside scoop on all the stuff Donald Trump is doing. So I just don't always say anything because I'm like, okay, whatever. But sometimes you do get it right. You do post like CNN or ABC News or whatever. So like, okay, that's fine. But you post these weird ass websites, and it's like that is clearly a fake website.
In my defense, I think 90% of the fake stuff you're talking about that I put is like intentionally.
No, not even like the jokes. No, not even like the joke sites. I know I can tell the difference between the joke sites and people who are making websites to fool people into thinking it's real. Because I know you post those too. The joke, like the fake Onion website.
Yeah, there's that one called Babylon Bee. That's
yeah, I know that one. That's another weird thing
it's
too.
Like all these, the Onion, but it's like the.
There's all these other like Onion websites that just spawned out of nowhere. There's like 4 or 5 that I could think off the top of my head that like all of a sudden became a thing. And it's like, I almost feel like they applied to be writers at the Onion and they got declined. So they're like, you know what, I'll show you. I'll make my own website.
That's funny you say that because I've always wanted to start my own thing like that. And I've really been thinking about it a lot lately. But I don't want to do it all by myself. So I need to recruit people to help.
Well, here's the thing about that.
Interested.
The news has been so wacky lately. It's even hard to tell the difference anymore. So
true, but I think we can manage.
Oh, hello.
What's up?
I guess Bill went to go do something, so he put you in his place.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Clarice. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for copyright infringement.
You said your name was Clarice, like what's her name from Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, and from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, okay. I don't have kids, so I had to go with the horror thing first, so I apologize.
You know, the one with burl eyes.
Yes, I'm very familiar with the show.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Clarice. It was nice meeting you. Oh, hey, there you are.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Clarice, huh?
You talked to Clarice while I was gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mistakenly thought that she was named after what's her name from Silence of the Lambs, but it ends up being a thing from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But see, that's my problem because I don't have kids, so I don't watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer enough to know that. So my mind immediately went to the horror movie thing.
Gotcha.
So these live shows you've been doing, you do them like once a week? Or just whenever you got time? Which is a lot, but...
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind starting to do them once a week, but so far I've been doing them just whenever.
Oh, okay.
So that the concert one, I made that like a event thing, you know? And I put the event
I mean, like
on
the show you did last night. Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, that was like an event, a Facebook event planned thing, yeah. But sometimes I'll just randomly go on Facebook Live and do something.
Oh, I know what we can do. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. I know what we can do. Okay. You ever played Mad Libs?
I don't think I've heard of it, but I don't think I ever played it.
Okay, it's very simple. So I'm going to ask you for prompts, and you're going to tell me like the stuff, and I'm going to fill it in here, and then I'm going to read like a story with the prompts filled in, and it's going to be hilarious because they're not going to match up.
Wait, you're going to ask me to prom?
Well, no, because prom's not happening this year.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
So, for example...
So that's why you're not going to ask me. Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, I need a name of a female.
Name of a female?
Yes.
How about Abigail? Huh? Abigail.
All right. Let me get an adjective.
Let's see.
Do you need a reminder what an adjective is?
Yes.
Okay. Don't be ashamed.
No, I mean, yeah, just out of practice.
An adjective describes something or somebody. So examples are lumpy, soft, ugly, messy, and short. I don't know why they picked those as examples, but
those are weird examples, but yeah.
So I need an adjective.
Suave.
All right, I need a verb.
Running.
I need another adjective.
Here I am, Dad.
Hey, babe. Another adjective. Cool.
Adverb. Which, if you need a reminder, an adverb tells how something is done. It modifies a verb and usually ends in ly. like modestly, stupidly, greedily, and carefully.
Leisurely?
Noun.
That one I don't need reminding on that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
I figured.
Noun, let's see. Must say dog.
Okay, I need a place. Literally any place. Just a place.
Hammond.
All right. Let me get a noun. Another noun.
Coffee mug.
Let me get a verb, but past tense.
I want to say ran, but
You can use that. That's fine. You want to go with it?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Now, I know you got a kid next to you, so be careful. Part of the body.
Ear.
All right. Let me get a silly made-up word that I can spell easily.
Kaplunky.
All right. Another adjective. It seems all about adjectives right now.
Are you allowed to remind me what I used before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first adjective was suave. Second one was leisurely, and that was it.
Admirable.
Admirable. All right. Another noun.
Walgreens.
Another adjective.
Lovely.
Verb.
Swam or swimming.
Noun.
Plate.
Okay. Guess what? Adjective. I don't know why this thing wants so many adjectives.
Pleasant.
And we get a male name.
Frank.
Okay, here we go. To Abigail, 1958 at mail.com. From Little Joey at mail.com. Mom, happy Mother's Day. It sure is suave that we no longer have to running our feelings for each other in person on this cool day. Technology is leisurely awesome. I am sending this message to you from my e-dog in Hammond, but I could have just easily sent you a coffee mug on Twitter or ran on your ear. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Or ran on your earbook wall. I wish I could set up a video chat on Kuklinski, but my camera isn't working, and I can only hear admirable sounds. I think I need to get it looked at by the Geek Walgreens at Lovely Buy. Gotta run. Can't wait to swimming you next month at the plate reunion. Your pleasant son, Frank.
If I were her, I'd be calling somebody real quick to have him put somewhere under some type of observation.
Those are Mad Libs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I bought that book like 4 years ago, and I'm only like on the third page of it. So I always forget to like bust it out during like stuff like this, like video chats and stuff.
Well, maybe now you'll get through it when you do these.
I very well could be, yes.
Yeah.
I very well could. So,
You know what I'm thinking along those same lines of a show, you know?
uh-huh.
I'm thinking of starting to do Zany Man Monday on a regular basis again.
Oh, really? Like just on Facebook or YouTube or what?
Yeah, wherever. YouTube, Facebook, Periscope. Maybe like this. On Zoom or anywhere.
Periscope's still a thing? I'm trying to remember.
That's that thing.
I'm trying to think. I have not seen anyone use a Periscope in forever.
That's still around too.
Oh, all right. Wow, I forgot all about that. Do you TikTok? Do you watch TikToks?
Yeah, but you know what? I deleted it yesterday because someone put out, and it's not fake news.
Okay.
Someone posted an actual like a thing in court. It looked like Congress or something, I think, and they were showing like how TikTok is steals your personal information from your phone or your laptop or whatever, and it's sending it to China. So this is a real thing. This is like an actual courtroom, and there's the guy showing, and they were voting on it. What?
Huh. I have not heard of that.
Yeah, so I enjoy it. I like it. I think it's funny, but I regretfully deleted it yesterday because of that.
Huh.
I got enough stuff probably that's like taking information off my phone and sending it probably.
I suppose, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Facebook does that too, so.
I know, that was my first thing too, like, but Facebook, so like, I've been on there so many years, it's so addicting that it's like harder to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like part of your daily.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've been on Facebook for like 11 years now.
Since MySpace died, pretty much.
12. I think 12 years. I think I started in 2008. No, 07. I started in 07. Wow.
I think I did 07 too.
I think I got a
7 or 09, one of the two. I think.
Huh. Weird. Started my Twitter in 09. I know that. Because I get messages all the time. It was in March, so every March I get a happy Twitter anniversary.
See, I'm on Twitter, but I don't get into it. Like, mostly stuff I post there is like stuff that automatically posts when I post to somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
I very rarely use it because it doesn't entertain me the way Facebook and the way MySpace used to.
Yeah, I mean, it's really reliant on people you follow on there.
Yeah.
Like you gotta follow like certain people
and it's all about like, oh, I got this many followers, and I got more than you, and like it's like an actual challenge. It's like
anything is basically like that. Like Instagram's like that too. So
true.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook is kind of like that as well.
Facebook, I mean, I'd say Twitter's my least favorite out of Facebook, YouTube. Instagram would be my third favorite. And Twitter would be last out of those.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to go to Instagram. Like, there would be like days where I don't go on Instagram. And then I'll be like, oh, I haven't been on Instagram in like 4 days. So I go there and I'm just like backed up forever. So I've been trying to like tell myself I need to use Instagram to like promote the podcast and everything. So I've been like telling myself to go there like every day and post stuff about podcasts, shared links and all that stuff. And
yeah. What I don't like about Instagram is you have to put some type of image whenever you post something. There has to be an image with it.
Well, yeah.
You can't just.
That's the whole point of Instagram. Instagram is a picture app, so it uses
I know.
So yes, you have to put an image when you post something.
I'm not anti-image or anti-picture. Like I like photography and stuff, but I just like want to say things a lot of times, and I have to.
You can make videos. You know that, right? You can post those.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Do you follow my dad on Instagram?
No, I don't think so.
Because he uses Instagram for his photography, so he always posts like all of his pictures from when he travels all over the world. He posts them on Instagram.
I'll have to go on yours and.
So there's a funny story about that. So he's been like dead set against get Instagram for years, and so he got tired of like people I guess he talks to telling him, you need to post on Instagram because your pictures are so good and you'll get like a huge following, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but I don't like technology. I hate modern technology and I don't want to go on Instagram. So one day he caved. He's just like, you know what, fine. He's going to shut everybody up. I'm going to get an Instagram and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on there. So I helped him set up an Instagram account. I had to get his phone. I had to set up a name. I had to get a picture. I had to tell him how to upload to Instagram and all that stuff. And now he won't get off the thing. He's constantly on.
That's awesome.
He's always on there. He's liking like everyone's pictures. I can see him liking people's pictures. There's a thing on there, I don't know if you can tell, that it shows you if you're online on Instagram. His thing is always on.
Oh, cool.
He's always on. And I'm like, oh, look at you. You were so dead set against it. Now you're just on there 24/7.
I think I would enjoy that because I know he's every time I like met him with you, he's talking about places he traveled and stuff.
Yeah, that's mostly what his pictures are. I wonder how many followers he's got. I'm very curious. Okay, it's not as okay. He's got 60 followers, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think I even got 60. I even have 60 followers. I have 112 followers. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Do I even know some of these people? Let me see. Yeah, kind of.
I'm sure I should be one of them.
Let's see. Where are you at? What name do you go off of? Oh, there you are. There you are. I see you.
Actually, I got a few Instagram accounts, but the main one's G Zany.
Of course you do.
But I got one for the drinks, food, and t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I think I follow that too, actually. Where the hell's that at? No, I don't see it. I might have passed it because I was looking for you. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So I follow 2 of your 90 accounts.
Okay, cool.
I follow a lot of board game people on here. I just now realized that. Huh?
Skits is sneezing on purpose. He purposely sneezes sometimes when he wants to go out.
Okay, we can wrap up. That's fine. I was going to wrap up anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know if you want to take a break or wrap up.
No, we can wrap up. It's fine. I want to go eat dinner anyway. He
literally walked in the room, stared at me while I'm talking to you, and you were looking at your phone. And then he like starts moving his feet, and I can look like inching towards me. I could tell he's about to start barking or howling.
All right, tell you what. We'll stop the recording, but we can hang out for a little bit unless you got to go do something.
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe around.
Tell you what, we'll stop the recording, but then we can just hang out until you have to go. Because you said your parents were coming over.
Yeah, I think that'll be probably around 6. Well, for you that'll be what, 7?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right, so for recording purposes, stay safe. Wash your damn hands. See you later. Say bye, Bill.
Bye, Bill.